Welcome to the Dr. Pat Show. Talk radio to thrive by. Powerful, inspiring, and coming to you live, bringing you stories of people like you and me busting through and living life full out. Get ready to dare to wonder what your life would be like if you knew you could not fail. Yes, everyone, welcome to the Dr. Pat Show. This is Talk Radio to Thrive By. And boy, do we have a powerhouse lineup for you today. We've got the doctor in the house, Benny.
The doctor.
The doctor's in the house. And then later on, we'll have Steve Maraboli join us. So I hope you're fastening your seatbelts today because we have got giveaways. We've got so much going on that let me just get right to it. First off, I want to introduce you to Dr. Friedemann Schaub, who's joining me here today, and he is the founder of Cellular Wisdom, Inc., a mind, body, spirit, healing, and empowerment program. He has been practicing for over 15 years and then some, especially if you look at wisdom. There's knowledge, and there's age. And so wisdom transcends all of that, and that's what he brings to the work he does. And so today, we're going to be speaking with him about a number of different things, but what I want to do is let you know right now that we are going to be doing a raffle. We've got a couple of really cool things to give away, and the way that we're going to do this is you don't have to come on the air, but you will have to call into the show. And so we'd love to invite you to call in the toll-free number. And Benny, you're going to get some information. Is that how we're going to do it, Friedemann?
Yep.
Right?
Name, email, and phone number.
Okay. And we're going to be raffling away some special gifts from Friedemann Schaub. So tell us about what we're going to be raffling.
Well, first of all, it's great to be finally on your show.
It's great for you to actually be in the studio.
Exactly.
So we're not talking to like a where is Friedemann? Okay. All right.
It's like, where's Waldo?
Where's Waldo? Does he really exist?
Well, I was planning to be on your show for, I think, a number of years now, and so finally it's happening. So
That's great.
I'm
we're
very
thrilled to
excited
have
about
you.
that.
So let's tell our listeners what we're going to be giving away.
Yeah, so basically I would like to give away 2 of the self-hypnosis CDs that I've produced. One is called Be Well, which is for healing, balancing, and energizing your mind-body-spirit connection. And the other one is called Be Free, which is about letting go of stress and anxiety.
So it's very simple. All you'll need to do throughout the show is dial our 1-800 number and give Benny your information, and we will select a winner, or winners, actually. 1-800-930-2819. That is our toll-free number. 1-800-930-2819. And if you have any trouble at all with that one, pop in the old local number, 425-373-5527, 425-373-5527. And I want to make sure everyone knows you are going to have an opportunity to experience the work that Friedemann shares with people. He has a number of upcoming events we're going to tell you about. But I want to start this conversation. You know, I mentioned earlier, the idea of cellular wisdom. And, you know, the question that comes up for so many people is, what exactly is that? But more importantly, you know, based on your background, if we would take a look at your life and your education and what you do, and we would put that on paper, the question that would come up is, how does a physician, how does someone that was so immersed in the sciences, molecular biology, to be exact, how did you come to be at this place where you're focusing on the mind-body-spirit connection?
Well, the short answer is I kept on being curious. So basically, I was not very satisfied as a physician with what Western medicine taught us about what the body and the mind are able to do. So basically, when you are a physician, you get trained in the faults of the body, you get trained in what the body is not able to do, and you kind of adapt the mindset of, well, you need the doctor in order to really fix it and make it, you know, go well. And I never really had the feeling that we go all the way to the root cause of why, especially in cardiology. I was specializing in cardiology. And, and in cardiology, it really felt like, you know, there's so much more going on with the heart than really just looking at the vessels that are blocked or the arrhythmia. What's really underneath that? and there was just no space and time to address that. So I left medicine and became a molecular biologist to really dive into the secrets of the cells and in the body and what can the body really do. And that really was fascinating because I had a complete different feeling now after being in molecular biology about the infinite possibilities of the body. So now I really understand that every cell in our body has so much wisdom and so much knowledge inside that it just knows how to adapt, how to change, how to heal. And the question for me then came up, so what is that wisdom? How can we utilize this wisdom more consciously? And for me, the answer was, after a long search, really working with the mind-body-spirit connection and in specific working with the subconscious mind.
You know, and I think for a lot of people that are listening to the show, I mean, I get the question all the time, how did I go from, you know, this corporate talking head to doing the work that we do now? And part of it you've just shared. The other part of it has to be your passion and mission to help people.
Right.
Because you can't possibly do what you do as well as you do it without having, you know, in the heart, the heartbeat of service.
Yeah. Well, and it's also the belief, you know, what I feel what our society is lacking is the belief that we can heal, that we can change. Often we really feel like, well, as soon as there is something going wrong, we have to go to somebody that fixes us. And I think really what my consciousness and my belief is that we all have that power inside of us. And that's really the service that I bring to people, to help them to find the belief in themselves again and to learn how to deal with the mind, body, spirit in a very resourceful way that keeps them going and accelerates the healing process.
Well, you know, Dr. Schaub, you have taken your work to the next level in that now that you've gone through that whole process of learning yourself.
Right.
It isn't now just about yourself. And so you've created a program, and I love the program that you've created because one of the things we say on this show is we say break through and live life full out.
Right.
And yet you're the person that says, I can help you do that.
Yes.
And that's what you created, you know, a breakthrough program.
Yes, it's called Personal Breakthrough Program, and it's not only about breaking through something, it's also breaking into something.
Oh, it's great.
Because, you know, it's easy to say, okay, I want to get this out of the way, so let's break through it. But what's on the other side? So it's really important to also see what is there beyond that. And my highest intention is always for people to get a stronger connection with themselves, to literally appreciate themselves more, and to love themselves more. And if that is achieved, I think we have really done a good job. Well,
I want to make sure everybody knows we are giving away incredible CDs for folks today, and you'll be dropped into a raffle. In order to it's real simple to qualify. You just dial our toll-free number right here, 1-800-930-2819, 1-800-930-2819. Benny is picking up the phone, so be patient with us as you're ringing in, and he will probably pop you on hold while he's getting information. But that's a toll-free number, 1-800-930-2819. And you can call in from anywhere you're listening from, whether you're listening from, different parts of the country, in Boston, if you're listening from Tampa, wherever that is, this is available to everyone listening to the show today. I wanted to check with you on a few things because, you know, so often these days we're finding that people are longing for a higher purpose,
right,
a higher state of being. And so what I love about your work is you have come to answer the call, so to speak, because every one of us needs a helping hand. Can you tell me who you direct your work towards? I mean, breakthrough program for me, it's like, okay, sign me up because I'm breaking through every day. I'm just not sure I don't know what's on the other side of the membrane. You know what I mean?
Right. So basically, you mean can you rephrase your question?
Well, the question is, when we look at all of the folks listening to the show,
right,
everybody out there has a dream.
Yes.
Sometimes we get stuck.
Right.
How does the program help us?
Right.
Not only break through, but embrace what our true nature and purpose is?
Well, the problem often is that we don't see our true nature and purpose because we are really just blinded by And I'm working in the breakthrough program with 3 major factors that kind of prevent us from seeing our potential, who we really are. And those 3 factors are the emotional factors. So what kind of old emotions are still hanging out there that may be anger or sadness or fear that prevent us from seeing who we are? Mm-hmm. The other thing that you'd mentioned is this inner conflict of being stuck. So a part of us wants to move forward, but a part of us says, no, it's either too scary or too comfortable or too much. And so it keeps us stuck, and really helping to create a greater congruency and wholeness on the level of the subconscious is the second aspect that gets us closer to who we are. And the third level is really, I think that's the most important and unfortunately a very overlooked one, which are limiting beliefs. So if you believe about yourself, and again, remember, limiting beliefs have been programmed into our mind mostly from the outside between the age of 0 and 10. So if you have a limiting belief of, well, you just can't do this, or you just don't deserve it, or you're not really lovable, which doesn't mean that you really have heard the words, but it's just something that maybe, due to the circumstances in your life, that's what you picked up.
We carry that forward with us until something happens to shift that thinking or shift that aspect of who we are. Exactly. So, I mean, let me just mention, everyone, we're going to take a short break. As I said before, we've got a 1-800 number operating here. We're going to be taking your information throughout the show so that you can be put in a raffle to receive some of this incredible learning and wisdom from Dr. Friedemann Schaub, who's joining me here today. I also want to direct everyone to the website. So please make note of cellularwisdom.com and go to the website, check it out. We're also going to be talking about some upcoming events that you can participate in. So stay tuned. We're taking a short break. When we come back, the question for you is, and the question for me, can we really break through fear and anxiety? Well, we'll find out when we return. Stay tuned. Place to go when you're feeling down.
Are you tired of treating your animal companions with toxic drugs? Do chronic, degenerative, or disabling conditions affect your horses or pets' quality of life? Quantum Healing, created by Dr. Susan Seeley, with over 25 years as a veterinarian and 40 in the equestrian field, brings hope of true health and healing for your pet or equine companion. Visit quantumvet.com. Learn how quantum healing can benefit your animal companion. That's quantumvet.com.
From a place of special energy, the Sedona tools are specially crafted to work with the disruptive emotional energies of traumatic experience. You can release and resolve the past, move gracefully through the present, and attract the future you wish with power that's already yours. Your intent and creative visualization. Now work with the right tools. Visit thesedonatools.com.
Imagine for a moment what your obituary might sound like right now. Then imagine how you would really like it to read. Actually, you unknowingly write and live your obituary every day. It's time to be more intentional about how you live your life. It's time to find and create your ideal path in life right now. It's time to be the best you can be. Visit BeTheBestYouCanBe.net for more information about life coaching and the life-changing book, Our Journey is Our Work. That's BeTheBestYouCanBe.net.
Chocolate. Not only sensual, but powerful. Shasai Dark Unprocessed Chocolate. Highest level of antioxidants in a simple food. Did you know science has shown dark chocolate could help you lose weight? Did you know that you can actually improve your overall health by eating dark chocolate? Or that you can enjoy eating chocolate 3 or more times a day, guilt-free? Did you know that chocolate actually has a bliss factor? Life with chocolate couldn't be sweeter. LifeWithChocolate.net.
One world, one heart, one song. You're invited to the Global Heart Benefit Concert on February 29th. Let your soul be lifted and celebrate with us our deep intention to be of service to our greater global family. This special benefit concert supports the powerful demonstration of faith in action by groups dedicated to building a better future for everyone. Children's Hospital, Habitat for Humanity, Country Doctor, Earth Corps, and University Church's Emergency Fund, featuring the Choir of Light and joined by special musical guest Leora Cash, Canada's leading gospel jazz vocalist. The Global Heart Benefit Concert, February 29th, 7:30 p.m. at the Center for Spiritual Living in Seattle. Visit spiritualliving.org for more information.
Sign up for the Dr. Pat Show weekly newsletter, giving you the week's guest lineup, promotions, sponsor giveaways, and listing seminars and events such as this one. Go to thedrpatshow.com and register now.
There's nothing else like it on the dial. Alternative Talk, 1150 a.m.
Welcome back, everyone. Welcome back to the Dr. Pat Show. Yes, the doctor's in the house. Dr. Friedemann Schaub joining me here today, and 1-800-930-2819 all throughout the show. 1-800-930-2819. Please call in. We're going to put you in a raffle for two. Are we doing 2 CD sets?
Yes.
Yeah. Be well and be free.
Exactly.
I love that. Be well and be free. So you'll have to dial in our 800 number. Benny is picking them up as quickly as he can, so please be patient with us. 1-800-930-2819. And also, I want to direct you to the website, www.cellularwisdom.com. The other thing I want to mention is Friedemann also offers brief free consultations. And so the way to participate in that is to call your toll-free number,
right,
which is 866-903-MIND. I love that. 866-903-6463, and you'll be able to schedule a free consultation. Because, the work that you do, as we said earlier, was about service. But before the break, I asked you a question. And the question, the question was, can we truly break through fear and anxiety? Can we truly do that?
Yes, absolutely. There's nothing that can stop us. The question is just, how do we do it? So there's not so much a question of, if it's possible. And it's not even the question, why do we have fear and anxiety? Often we are spending so much time thinking about it. What was it? Was it the uncle, the aunt, the father, the mother, the cat, the dog? But it was really not that helps us to break through. It's more finding out what can we do with the resources inside to break through. And for that's what the Breakthrough program is also geared towards, to help people to break through fear and anxiety. I offer this Breakthrough program over the phone, nationally and internationally. I have many clients out of the country that call in and really do the work in the comfort of their own home. And the advantage, I think, of doing the Breakthrough program at home is that you really have anchored the results in your own home. There's not the lag time, having to go somewhere, driving away from this place, but there's really just this place at home. And often when I have people ending the session, they say afterwards, their whole house looks different. They have a complete different perspective, not only on themselves, but also their environment. And they feel it's much more effective, actually, than seeing me in person. For people who live in Seattle, I also do individual sessions in person, if that's your preference. But in general, if you live far away, we can do this over the phone as well.
Well, far away, this show is going to be broadcast in Australia. And so good day to everybody out there. And I want to make sure that everyone knows that, this is an experience that's available to everyone listening to the show, regardless of where you listen from. I know we get so many people that download the show from other parts of the world, and, that's exciting. Now, you do have an upcoming event in the Seattle area.
Yes.
So we just want to give people some information so they can mark their calendars around the date of that.
Right.
Which is March 29th and 30th.
Yes, and it's called Breakthrough Fear and Anxiety Intensive. It's a 2-day workshop, and it's limited to a group of only 35 people, just because it's really important to keep it smaller so that everybody gets the attention that's needed. It's a very experiential workshop, so you learn a lot of the tools, and you will work with your subconscious and your mind-body-spirit connection to have a physical experience of a personal breakthrough. After the workshop, you will get a step-by-step program, a 40-day program that helps you to solidify the results and cement them down into the level of the subconscious and really make those results permanent.
And that's really what we're looking for,
Yes.
because I don't know about you, Friedemann, I don't want to keep doing stuff over and over again.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it's real kind of amazing that, there are some things I'm looking at now where I thought, I thought I was done with that.
Right.
And it comes back in a different form. But the work that you do not only addresses the issues that sometimes seem on the surface, you also delve deep into the emotional aspect of whatever the events were in our lives.
Yes.
Tell me, and my question is, in the world of emotions, how significant are they to helping us break free?
Oh, I think emotions are extremely important. And the other side of it is we cannot buy into them as what identifies us or makes our identity. So the problem often is that we are either ignoring our emotion and just putting them underneath the rug and said, I cannot deal with emotions right now, which has its negative consequences in itself, or we over-identifying ourselves with the emotion and really losing all of the huge kaleidoscope of who we really are because we think, well, we are the depressed person, or we are the stressed person, or we are this, or we are that, and labeling ourselves with an emotional state that only explains maybe 0.5% of really all of who we are. So emotions are important, but they are also something we need to learn how to work with because they are important information. See, when you have an emotion, there's something inside of you that wants to tell you pay attention. But often we are not paying attention because we are only focusing on the emotion and get swept away with it and don't really feel that we have either the time or the clarity to focus on what is the information behind that emotion. And when you do the personal breakthrough program, you're learning specifically how to look at the emotions in a way that you actually see the information, the message from your subconscious and understand, that's what it's about. Because the magic is once you know the information, the emotion disappears.
Well, I know from reading the information on your website and the testimonials that many people have listed, and I'm sure there are many more, that you have helped people in a number of different ways. And, and as a matter of fact, if you go to the website, you'll see comments about one of the CDs we're giving away today, Be Well and Be Free. And I want to make sure you know that the phone lines are still open, 1-800-930-2819. Want to make sure that everybody has an opportunity to be put in this drawing for these CDs, 1-800-930-2819. And if you're having any problem at all with that number, you could always tap onto the local number, 425-373-5527. I wanted to ask you about phobias, because I know you also help people with this as well. And I happen to have a few people in my life that have some serious phobias. And I think for a lot of us, it's really quickly and easy to blow them off. I have a very dear friend of mine has a needle phobia. And so every time, there's a doctor's appointment and, it's crazy. More recently, someone I know and love very dearly, and which I didn't know, has a spider phobia.
Right.
And, and these things are to be taken seriously because they're very serious for that person.
Yes. Well, with phobia, it's interesting because it can be the tip of the iceberg. It can be just something that just shows up as the strongest way of showing emotions like anxiety. And underneath there's a lot of other anxiety, or it can be something so specific that you can trace it back to the first event when this happened. So I, for example, worked recently with a woman who had a phobia of flying. And she is not an anxious person in general. So there is no iceberg underneath there. There's but this one event where one of those nightmares, you're flying to overseas and the plane gets into a turbulence and the stewardess or the flight assistant starts screaming, oh my God. And so, everybody around her, of course, freaked out because, when the flight attendant gets really freaked out, it must be something very dangerous. And so that was that one event that she was holding on to. And so whenever she went back into a plane, she was subconsciously immediately triggered to remember this event. Now, the beauty about this single event phobia is you can release it in 2 hours and it's gone. And I actually got an email from her after just one session, and she said that she finally is free again to visit her family in Europe, which she couldn't visit for a few years because she was afraid of flying. So you can change that fairly quickly. But again, keep in mind that we also want to see the deeper root cause. And if there is a deeper root cause, you have to address this as well.
Well, with the work that you do, there really is no reason for people like myself and person like my friends that I mentioned to really walk around in fear.
No.
And I mean, this is really paralyzing fear. I mean, this is paralyzing fear when you're so afraid of needles that you absolutely refuse to get whatever kind of, medicine that you need to get and so forth. But in the CDs that you've created and that we're giving away today, Be Well and Be Free. And let me just remind everyone, we're still taking your calls, 1-800-930-2819. That's toll free. 1-800-930-2819. We'd love to put you in for a drawing for these CDs. And if you'd like to call local, 425-373-5527. Tell us about the Be Well, Be Free series you've created.
So basically, these are CDs that have 2 individual sessions on it. So all you need to do is just put your headphones on and really work directly with your mind, body, spirit connection by letting the words, letting the music come to you. And a lot of people feel that they are resting more deeply after listening to a CD like this and feel more energized afterwards than after a whole night of sleep. So there is something happening that really addresses the subconscious in a way that I think not only sleeping may not do, because it's more directed and it's more addressing the subconscious. So it's a great way. The Be Well especially I love because a lot of people who go through chemotherapy have been using it and really felt that they could reduce the side effects dramatically by using the Be Well CD, because one of the places you go there in that CD is the so-called control room, where you can really control whatever it is that you would your subconscious mind change on the level of the body. So, for example, if you have nauseous after, or if you feel nauseous after chemotherapy, they simply go there, turn it down, and they feel really afterwards that the chemo has much less of a side effect to them than before. And that's the power of the mind-body-spirit connection that I'm working with and that I believe everybody has. The question is just how can we learn to access it? Because we haven't been taught to do that in the past.
Well, I want to thank you for joining us today. And I want to ask you, Dr. Shaw, what is your personal message for our listeners today?
Well, for me, it's really don't let yourself be stopped by any limitations or limiting beliefs from the outside. Really trust and believe in yourself. Go inside and find that all the resources are inside of you.
Wow. Thank you so much for joining us today. I can't wait till we do it again. And I want to mention, go to the website, cellularwisdom.com. Lots of information. We'll be right back with Steve Maraboli. It goes around the world, just la 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 la.
Are you taking too many oral pain pills and concerned about side effects? Are you having trouble getting to sleep because of the pain? I'm Lou Paradise. I had the same problems you have, cured my pain, eliminated pain pills and their side effects by developing Topricin Pain Relief and Healing Cream. Topricin relieves pain without side effects. It doesn't burn, it doesn't smell, and it doesn't stain. But don't just take my word for it. Doctors, pharmacists, and pain specialists are using and recommending Topricin and ending the suffering for thousands of people just like you. We know you hurt. We want to help. We are so sure that Topricin will work for you. We offer a money-back guarantee. So if you want pain relief without side effects, just ask for Topricin. Topricin is now available at Fred Meyer, Natural Food, and other fine stores. Go to Topricin.com for a store near you or call 1-800-959-1007. Topricin.com or 1-800-959-1007. Topricin, the last pain medicine you'll ever need, and you can sleep on that.
Stop surviving. Start living. This is the year to bring your life and your health to the next level. Come to the workshop that can help transform your life and your health. See how your beliefs affect your body and learn specific techniques for creating optimal health. Sponsored by the Institute of Healing Arts and Sciences. This workshop will help you do all of this and more. Register now for Introduction to Energy Medicine, February 23rd and 24th in Worcester, Massachusetts. Call 866-303-HEAL. That's 866-303-4325.
Do you or a loved one have chronic pain? ABC Health Solutions introduces Ferroblock, a fabric that relieves chronic pain with no side effects. Ferroblock's unique construction of micro-thin stainless steel and nylon interrupts EMFs, or high-frequency waves, from damaging our cells, causing inflammation and pain. Call 253-631-8270 or visit abchealthsolutions.biz to see a short video regarding Ferroblock. That's abchealthsolutions.biz.
Louise Hay has shown millions of people how to heal their lives. You can be next. Now, Louise's inspirational life story is captured in the new You Can Heal Your Life, the movie. This loving portrait of Louise and the impact of her life work features guest appearances by Wayne Dyer, Cheryl Richardson, Doreen Virtue, and more. See the movie that's changing lives, now available on DVD. To watch a free preview, visit www.youcanhealyourlifemovie.com.
Picture yourself standing in the ancient stone circle of Stonehenge or gazing in awe at Egypt's Great Pyramid and Sphinx. Visualize participating in shamanic ceremonies at Machu Picchu or receiving a timely message from the Oracle of Delphi. Rejuvenate your path of personal growth and renew your spirit by traveling to the world's sacred sites with Body, Mind, Spirit Journeys and other like-minded travelers. Visit bodymindspiritjourneys.com or call 800-231-9811.
Don't forget, this is Alternative Talk, 1150 AM.